knowing that it's not all into that one exam. Also, there are many students who are not good at one exam, but they may be great at another thing. That's why we have colleges and universities. But when you take exams from high school and take multiple different exams, obviously there's going to be one that you're not good at. For example, maybe I'd be great at history, but I'd be horrible at mathematics or physics. And I'm being graded for my ability to take physics when that's not what I want to do in my life. So why should I take a physics exam, and why should my capabilities be based on that? I'll leave it at that. If anybody has any questions or something to add. All right.
I'm from exams because, yes, in my opinion, exams are good for us because our generation is too lazy for do something, and exams are only a way to make them study. And besides it, exams develop our discipline and make us more confident or there. I'm a little stressed, but that's okay. And exams show what students learn for some period of time. And yes, there's many other ways to cheat on exams, but sometimes even cheating can be a teaching for someone. You can remember what someone told you to write. And that's all. You can ask questions or ask something if you want.
Regarding what you just said, I'd like to, you just stated that you're kind of stressed, right? That's why you're having trouble speaking. It's a similar situation with exams.
Yes,
They're very stressed, and that's why they may not be able to write everything they know. That doesn't mean they're not capable.
Test alone or with a company, because with a company they can communicate as the way they can communicate alone, because they don't have a trouble with that. So should we even consider the opposite if they don't have a problem with that? Also, you mentioned that we have a problem between colleges and school, because
Yes.
with colleges, yes, we pick like the profession that we want and we may be good at that, so that we take the test. But with high schools or even schools in general, you take everything a test, like tested everything. But what's the difference? The difference is that in colleges you take a higher quality test to the like subject you want to be with connected. But in high school, what is high school? It's a mix of almost everything. So maybe you didn't really decide what to do, or you couldn't really think about. So you try to mix until you find something you want to do. And that's why the test is like not so high quality, not so high important as the college. So it's like middle quality, so you can pass it even if you don't do it so well.
So can I say something? I'm gonna answer your question. So, first off, you said how a person who's more social, right? That wouldn't be a problem for them to go this, right? So how do you know that they work better as a group if they're not told to do that? How will they know? When they get a bad grade when they work alone, they feel like they're simply not competent, right? They're not encouraged to work with other people, especially for an exam. Also, for the university or colleges, you need the grades of all the subjects. If you're
university do not need to ask from school the exam test, and why you don't need to go to university and do test there where you wanna go and join the university. Why you don't go just to do a test there with the subjects that you want in the university?
You know what I think? I think that they should give us a choice, that we can choose are we really want work alone or work with a company, or what subject we need. But they shouldn't abolish exams at all. They should stay. Maybe not at elementary school when you finish fourth grade and you should give an exam for going ahead. Maybe at ninth grade, maybe at 11th grade in high school when you should go to the universities. And yes, in my opinion, they should give us choice. You don't
The final exams is wrong in the school because we're getting grades. With that grades, we're knowing did we learn in the school in this month, in this year. So exams are wrong. But in the start of college, when you want to get into college, you need to do exams for you to know how much did you learn, for them to know how much do you know, or they can know what level is your level.
So you wanna keep tests, exams?
Only at the start of college when you want to get in the college or university. Only in
So in school exams you wanna abolish?
yes.
So if anyone wants to answer that, so not only me, I speak. If not, so as I already said before, the 12 grades are exam and the grades. So what's the difference between test and a grade? Test is checking your capability of overall knowledge. And the grades are checking if you're capable of doing homework, how good you can do that, how good can you speak in class. It's a mix of different things that college looks into to accept you. And the 12th grade test checks already the knowledge of
Stress and overwhelm. It can bring an anxiety too. We can focus on other things, thinking that we are exam and we need to study.
But with just grades, teacher can put a grade, but how do you know if the student knows the material or not? With exams, you can 100% be sure.
Well, that's the teacher's job, not the student's. So
You cannot.
That's why
Exam is one day, you can cheat, you can be stressed.
Yes, but with
Grade is about
grades,
all year.
nobody can know if you know the material or not.
Well, let me bring an
Also, the
Teacher
exams.
can know.
Let me bring an example. For example, over the entire year, you have many different projects, you have different homework, and you get a 90% or 100% on all of them, right? Imagine that. And then before the exam, like 2 days, or even 1 day before, a loved one died, right? A very harsh example, but imagine that. A person you love dies a day before the exam. How do you expect to do well on that exam, considering your emotional, your mental state? Would you like to be graded by that exam, considering what you're going through? The school says there's nothing we can do, all students are graded like this. Would you think that's fair?
That's one example. The opposite can literally happen.
Like what?
Over the entire
You mean like a baby born in your family and you're happy and you're going into exams and you didn't learn a full year nothing and you're going to exams and writing and you're getting 100 of 100? Like
No, I'm saying you can not do very good the entire year.